Okay, get started.
一定有办法，我再给你找个办法。一定有办法，我再给你找个办法。什么办法呢？哎，这个办法你也知道，不过你就不会用，到时候啊，我再向你说一遍而已，就是念南无观世音菩萨。
If you don't uphold mantras, then the demon king will manifest.
No.
你要没有吃豆的，那魔王呢就要现身了。
So especially the Shurangama mantra has 1,300 characters.
尤其楞严咒，这个楞严咒啊，有1300个字。本来呀，一般人叫楞半年，发愣，发愣，发愣。
Continue.
It used to be that ordinary people
No, that's the
called...
wrong section in Chinese. Continue the Chinese, please. Play the Chinese.
一愣多长时间呢？愣半年。
What about this section? I'd like to apologize to all of you. We are learning how to become better organized. Right now, we should distribute the work out more, meaning that you Chinese people should take over this. You don't need to depend on her. I don't wait for people. I have work to do. People are waiting for me. Don't make me wait for you, number one. Number two, if you're doing something that's not necessary, you should give it out to people who can take care of it. I don't know why she's no longer reciting Chinese and no longer doing English, and why did we have to depend on her? You should be doing it. You, XQ2, should be taking care of the Chinese, of this tape or whatever. Okay? This is nonsense. It's very unprofessional. When we do ceremonies, I notice people would get together and practice in advance before the ceremony actually happens. That impresses me. This should be taken with the same spirit. This is a very important event for us. People are waiting. People are coming here from far away to learn. Don't make them wait. Don't make them waste their time. People are dragging the corpse to come here to listen. What are you doing? Is it fixed? Or should I continue to scold people?
I apologize. We can start on slide 2.
你要没有持咒的这魔王呢，就要现身。
If you don't uphold mantras, then the demon king will manifest.
咱们尤其楞严咒，这个楞严咒啊，有1300个字。
So especially the Shurangama mantra has 1,300 characters.
本来呀，一般人叫愣半年，发愣，发愣，发愣。
It used to be that ordinary people called it being dazed for half a year. Just dazed, dazed, dazed.
这一愣多长时间呢？愣半年。
This daze, how long does one daze for? Daze for half a year.
据言期呀，小楞严咒你要会背得出来呀，最低限度也要半年。
That's to say, to learn the Shurangama mantra, for you to be able to recite it from memory, at the very least, it takes half a year.
啊，我们这儿啊有2个人呢，没有愣半年，愣1个月。
Here at our place, there are 2 people who didn't daze for half a year. They only dazed for 1 month.
1个月可以背得出，这是很不错的。
Being able to memorize it in just 1 month, this is really impressive.
这个楞严咒啊，具足这个5部啊，金刚部、宝生部、莲花部、佛部、结魔部，具足了。
The Shurangama mantra is replete with these 5 divisions. The Vajra division, the jewel birth division, the lotus flower division, the Buddha division, and the karma division. It's complete.
所以这个楞严咒，楞严咒是最妙不过的。
Therefore, the Shurangama mantra is the most wondrous, nothing surpasses it.
Okay.
可
I
是你
stop.
要
Okay. Going back. Okay, he's talking about mantras. He says we need mantras to keep the demons at bay. That's a fact. Demons have this particular problem. They need to be beaten up. They're not easily impressed. You can't talk to them. They're not impressed by virtues. You need to beat them up, period. You need to hurt them. And this is what mantras are for. And this is why you don't, now you know that. You should not use mantras. You should not use mantras indiscriminately. We teach you mantras to defend yourself, but don't use mantras in particular to beat up on demons. You're going to handle it because it's a very sticky situation. Once you get started, they won't stop. Okay, they will come at you non-stop. I remember Master Xi telling me that his teacher, his secret school teacher, a Vietnamese teacher in Vietnam, I used to follow him to build a temple up in the boonies. And the guy used the mantras to fight with the demons and the ghosts. And the details escaped me, but basically they came at him day and night. And Master Xi says, it's too bad he's not here, and we hope he comes back here, the sooner the better. He should not be wasting his time and doing something constructive with it, with us. But anyway, so they kept coming at him, and they were attacking him day and night, and he did not dare sleep for 3 months. Would you believe it? 3 months, they attacked him nonstop. And it's not clear what happened after 3 months. But ultimately, his teacher died young. Maybe they did not succeed in killing him during those 3 months, but eventually they wore him out. Okay. So it's very, very dangerous thing for you to do. So don't mess with them. The only thing you do is you teach your mantras is for you to learn, to defend yourself. Eventually, when you're ready, then we will train you on how to use it to help others, but you're not supposed to use it. Is it clear? Okay. Even most people, I don't let people use. I don't ask people to use mantras at all to help others. Oh, by the way, since the need arises, we should organize better. Each abbot will be responsible for the delivery of each event. Meaning, for example, tonight, you are the abbot here. Meaning you need to make sure that when the time comes, the ceremonies are done properly, and the lectures are ready for me, okay, and so forth. You don't assume anything. It's your responsibility. That's called leadership. Okay? You need to assert yourself. There's work to be done. And people who cannot deliver will be replaced. That's all. We have plenty of skilled people. But it has a better structure so that we deliver when it's time to do it. Okay? None of this Mickey Mouse and mom and pop business. I don't like it. All right, so especially Shranga Mantra has 1,300 characters, 554 lines. It used to be that ordinary people that call being days for half a year. Is it a sound to play by the sound in Chinese? Leng ban nian, leng yin zhou, leng ban nian. I don't know. Well, you're playing with this. Yes, sir. 7.
Thank you, Master. Sorry, it's not about this. It's actually about what you were talking about with using mantras to fight demons.
Mm-hmm.
How do I avoid making the mistake of inadvertently using a mantra to fight a demon? I've never intentionally tried to do it. I use them as you've instructed me to do to better myself. I don't want to make a mistake. Is there any guidance you can give me?
You reside at specific places, like your own places, your own homes, the temple, and so forth. Even when you go to a different temple, you also have to be very careful. Not all temples are the same. Some temples, they worship weird beings. Okay, they have relationships with weird beings, ghosts and demons. They come in to impress them, to bribe them, and all those things, influence them. And so even in temples, you have to be careful. So you only recite it at home, at places that are safe for you to recite. Don't recite at, as I said, some temples you have to be careful. Our temple is okay. You don't want to reside at hospitals, at cemeteries, funeral homes, and so forth. Even offices, you also have to be careful, because suppose you're the owner of the office, or the owner of the building, or the owner of your company is practicing the outside path. They have their own protectors. When you recite these things, it's very offensive to those beings. So you provoke them. You don't want to recite. You have to be very, very careful. That's all. And you don't, it's not about the intention. You don't recite mantras because the mantras are very, very offensive. So you don't direct mantras at others. You just recite for yourself as part of your spiritual practice.
Sometimes it's when I get scared. Sometimes, and I recognize it. I just kind of have trained myself to recite number 7. If it's in my own head and I'm not saying, like reciting, but if I'm just...
That's to do it for yourself. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you.
Just don't use the mantra we teach you to help someone. You say, okay, you're fearful, I'm going to recite this mantra for you, number 7 for you. Don't do that. Do it for yourself. It's okay. That's part of your spiritual practice, part of your cultivation, to use the tools we give you to fix your own problems, learn to deal with your own problems, but don't use them to solve others' problems. That's not your responsibility, okay? You meddling, it's called meddling with us. You meddle like that, you are responsible for your own consequence. It doesn't matter what you tell me. You come to me, like, Master, I'm attacked, and so forth. And you give me some story, okay? Whatever you want me to believe. And it happened. And somehow my help doesn't work. Don't blame me. It's not my fault. You misrepresent the facts.
And then I just want to take the opportunity, Master, and I appreciate your guidance. I believe it's okay, I believe you said it's okay to say Emitofuo pretty much anywhere. So if we're at a hospital and I'm scared, is that okay to say Emitofuo in the hospital, but not like make a point of running up and down the hallway saying it?
Absolutely, it's for yourself. You are afflicted, say Emitofuo. You afflicted, say Wan Yin Buddha. Afflicted, Medicine Master Buddha. It's for yourself. Don't use it offensively. Okay? Yeah. Don't see a person who is afflicted and then you say, okay, you're afflicted, so I'm going to use the hand and eye to reduce your affliction. It's not your affliction. Okay? You don't meddle with others' afflictions, others' issues, because you cannot handle the consequences. These non-Buddhist practitioners, it's like, it reminds me of people who learn martial arts. They learn how to punch, they learn how to kick, okay? And they have some little skills, and they go around thinking they're strong, they can impose a will on others. It's no different with this. For us to go around and say, I have mantras now, I'm going to recite mantras to beat up on you. It's no different, okay? It's wrong. All these people, all the martial arts practitioners who know how to punch, know how to kick, they walk around with a bad attitude, meddle into others' affairs, they get beaten up. They all get beaten up, invariably, okay? That's just common sense. You don't meddle. Yes, YouTube.
유튜브에서 광호님 질문입니다. 개체가 커질수록 맑아질수록 개를 지킬 수 있는 힘이 커지는 것일까요? 또한 역으로 개를 어기면 개체가 쪼그라드는 것일까요?
Master, this question is about precept substance. YongHua asked this question. As one's precept substance grows larger or becomes clearer, does the strength of upholding the precepts also increase? And conversely, if one breaks the precepts, does the precept substance shrink or weaken?
Yes and no. I mean, you're going to go into the areas. I just use these concepts for you to try to explain to you a concept in Mahayana called precept substance that even my peers don't dare talk about. I talk about it to open the horizons for you. But it's not something you can understand. When you talk about substance, it's a different kind of jargon. It's not meant for you to understand, okay? It's for the teachers to understand. But it's okay for you to hear about the concepts and the terminology to sort of give you an idea. For example, the great master, sixth Beichar rarely talked about substance in the sixth Beichar Sutra. I'm sure that he was in a daily life would have talked a lot more because his disciples are very advanced. They should be hearing about precept substance and substance in general. But in general, if you have teachers who speak about precepts, talk about substance, whether it's precept substance or nature, Buddha nation, and so forth, those are indicators for you that they are teaching Mahayana. Okay. And the reason I don't want to explain too much about precept substance and substances in general is that the more I talk about it, the more questions you have. I can answer your questions more and more your questions. But here's a problem. A lot of people, a lot of Sanghas, they don't practice. They only read. They only copy from others. I've seen too many of those, Sunims, monks and nuns, who only do research. I used to do that myself. You read up on stuff, and you think you know. It's not what you think. There is, for example, this Nan Huai Jing. What's his name? Right? Is it what? How do you pronounce it? Nan Huai Jing, right? He's very famous among my generation. It's a lay person. Even Jing Gong, Dharma Master Jing Gong, took him as a teacher. He said Jing Gong learned a lot from Nan Huai Jing. Okay, and he's very grateful for Nan Huai Jing for his teachings. And he's a lay person for God's sake. He read a lot of explanations of sutras, and he synthesized them, he combined them, and so he came across as be very knowledgeable, and he's able to combine a lot of stuff. But when you look at his combination and synthesis, I read his stuff, some of his stuff, I said, this is wrong. When this master talks about this, like Master YongHua here, when he's speaking about this, I'm curious to learn about this, to see how he taught his disciples. It helps to gauge his disciples' level, what kind of disciples he had, what he had to do to teach them. Okay? But I teach you differently because it's a different needs for you. Your needs are far more advanced than his disciples. I'm not saying that I'm a better teacher, that I'm more advanced teacher than Master YongHua. Never. My teacher is much better than me. But a teacher must teach according to the needs of the students. Okay? So when you have that, you have a master speaking to his disciples, explaining the Shrangma Sutra, and then he explains another master explains Shrangma Sutra to his disciples. You cannot combine the two because the audiences are different. Case in point, whatever I explain to you, it's for your own sakes, from low level to very advanced level. Would you believe it or not? I mean, I have something for all of you, each and every single level. Okay? Master YongHua, I noticed all his examples, his teachings, okay, are not as advanced as we are, because his disciples' level is not the same as yours. Yours is much higher than his. Okay? And therefore, the way we explain things are different. So cannot combine the two. You see? And so it's the same similarly. When I talk about substance, I don't want to speak too much because I can keep on explaining to you and you still don't get it. I only explain to you for you to know the jargon, first of all. You should hear, you say, this is what Mahayana about. Because Hinayana people would not dare go into substance. Okay? It's a scary concept for them. They don't understand what substance is. Buddha never taught about substance in Hinayana teachings. Okay? So you can tell, they avoid it right away. So it helps you gauge, should you continue or not? This teacher doesn't talk about substance, doesn't go into paramitas, doesn't go into bodhisattva things, then you have to be clear. This is Hinayana versus Mahayana. This is designed to help you recognize it so that you don't waste your time, that's all. But it's not possible for you to understand substance, okay, at all. So the more I explain to you, the more questions you have. I can continue to keep answering to you, and on and on and on and on, okay? However, the problem it has with that approach is that a lot of monks and nuns, just Nanhuai, they listen to this, they synthesize it, and they think they know. These monks and nuns, I don't care for lay people what they say or think, okay? But for left form people, they adopt the same attitude. They listen and they think they understand. When I teach you, is to encourage you. If you don't understand substance, then challenge yourself. That one day you cultivate. When I teach you something you don't understand, I assure you, it is to encourage you. You continue, someday you understand. Otherwise, if I told you about substance, I don't have plans to bring you to understand substance, it would be a waste of your time to listen to substance, those concepts. So why I do this is to prepare you, okay, to understand and have the big picture. But outsiders, they only want to hear, and they think like Nanhuai, they think they read all these materials, they think they understand. No, they cannot understand. You know why? Because back then I knew already, look at Nanhuai, I said, yeah, he's well respected, he has a lot of publications, but I look at what? I look at his samadhi level. What is he? 1A. You know how low 1A here in our world is? First stage Arhat? They're idiots. They cannot possibly understand Hinayana teachings, let alone Mahayana teachings. And I tell you, just because you read a lot doesn't mean you understand. What does it tell you? A monk who says, he's my teacher. Are you kidding me? A monk should never look at a lay person as his teacher. That's wrong. Because why? A monk. The Buddha depends on monks and nuns to transmit the teachings, not a lay person. The 6th patriarch, when he had wisdom, what did he do? He shaved his head to become a monk, to teach. He could not teach as a lay person. It's our tradition. All teachers must be monks or nuns. They cannot be lay people, period. It shows that you don't understand the fundamentals. How can a monk possibly bow to a lay person as a teacher? Okay, example number 2. Vimalakirti in the Vimalakirti Sutra that we discussed on Saturday night. Okay? He's a lay person. He's a Buddha. He's a lay person. Did he accept disciples? No. That would be insulting to Shakyamuni Buddha. Because Shakyamuni Buddha says, my Dharma depends on monks and nuns for transmission. What is Vimalakirti, a lay person, doing, teaching and accepting monks and nuns as disciples? You see, there are certain standards that we don't violate. It's a red line, okay? When a lay person tries to teach Buddhism, okay, nothing wrong with it. Let me clarify for you. A lay person should be able to teach Buddhism, okay, as long as it's under the umbrella of a master, okay, because the master approves of it. When I first went to other temples, the master listened to my lecture and said, okay, he's okay. He can come next week. Okay? It's their responsibility. So if a lay person who teaches Buddhism, is nothing wrong again. It's perfectly okay for lay people to speak Dharma and so forth. But don't claim it's their Dharma. It has to be under another master's. Okay? The master has to approve of it. Okay? There are a lot of lay people in this Dharma-ing age. They have a lot of followings, more followings than many, many monks and nuns, most monks and nuns. And they have this big head. They think they know Buddhism. They don't. Just because you have a lot of followers doesn't mean you understand Buddhism. Jing Kong is very popular with the Pure Land practice, but his Pure Land practice is nonsense. Let me tell you. He doesn't understand Pure Land at all. He has so many followers. We wasted so many Buddhist resources, okay, on him. And so, you see, you can't judge, this is the sad thing about Dharma ending age. Most teachers are confused. They're not certified at all. And these lay people, let me finish my thought, these lay people, they have a lot of followers, and they started criticizing and bad-mouthing monks and nuns. Isn't that funny to you that you learn from a monk and nun, from a Sangha, and when you know a little bit, you start criticizing a Sangha? What kind of person is that? Think about it. Huh? So, such lay people, I discard them right away. You are nonsense, you are a traitor, you're ungrateful son of a gun. You learn from the Sangha. How dare you criticize the Sangha? The Sangha is not perfect. We have a lot of bad Sanghas, but the Sangha will take care of itself in our privacy, in our world. Okay? It's not meant to be publicized to you. But what is a lay person doing, criticizing a Sangha and thinking they know more than the Sangha? I take a look at these lay people, Nan Hua Jing, these stupid Vietnamese people, and all sorts of people. I look at them and say, your samadhi is too low. You don't understand even Hinayana teaching, let alone Mahayana teachings. We have standards. Okay? And that's why I'm training you. I'm training you because we want to set up standards. Standards on how to cultivate, standards on how to do ceremonies, standards on how to do lectures. Standards on how to run temples. We have standards, folks. So it is especially lay people who are on their own teaching Buddhism, scrap them, okay? They are worthless. Why? They may teach you a few words here and there, a few concepts here and there, but what they're teaching you is deviant. You can get in trouble. You cannot go very far. And you get, the further you get, the more likely you'll be trapped by the demons, like these stupid lay people are already. They don't realize they're being used by the demons. They're that stupid. You have a question, old woman? 6?
Alo, A Di Đà Phật. Giống mình niệm Phật đó, cái niệm Phật rồi cái mình hồi hướng cái công đức cho những người bộ quá cố đó, có được không thầy?
Hello, Master. Like we reciting the Buddha name and then transfer the merit and virtue to the deceased. Is that okay, Master?
Absolutely. The Pure Land Amador is an exception. You can recite the Buddha's name anywhere and everywhere, and anytime and every time. You're doing good for everyone, including the demons. Because when you recite the Buddha's name, demons hear it, they get the benefit too. So there's great benefits to them as well. But when you recite mantras, some of the mantras are actually offensive to them. That's why they react badly to it. But the Buddha's name is always beneficial for everyone.
Mô Phật và thầy, ngày xưa thầy dạy cái thằng chú cho con đó, rồi ngồi niệm rồi cái ngồi có hồi hướng công đức được không thầy? Hồi hướng cho công đức cho chúng sanh.
Hello, Master. In the past, you taught me how to recite the mantra. Can I recite and then transfer the merit and virtue to living beings? Is that okay?
Absolutely. The more living being, you should recite the transference we teach you. Remind her of that transference. Not just transfer to all living beings, you to recite the verses. That's the best way to do the transference of merit and virtue. You get the maximum benefits from your generosity. Okay? Memorize a mantra, recite it. It only takes a few seconds, a minute. All right? All right, a few questions here. Go first.
Master, since the Fochi finishes, I have been in a pretty peaceful state, and my negative thinking patterns have reduced a lot. But today, when I was driving to pick up my kid, I just felt there was this headache suddenly, and it's like coming through my temple. And then at the same time, there was just a flood of negative thoughts, that my old thoughts patterns coming at me. So I'm wondering if this is some kind of attack. It felt like a very physical. And then follow-up question is, if that's a kind of attack, did I do something to open the gate, or is there something I should do to try not to guard myself, or should I just try to drop the afflictions?
You know, today is a warm day in Los Angeles. I checked the weather numbers. In San Jose, it's 60 degrees. San Francisco, same thing. Down here in Los Angeles, it's mid-70s to high 70s. So it's rather pleasant. And you know, I can't help but have this wishful thinking. Wouldn't that be nice that every day is like this? Wouldn't that be nice as good weather all the time? Wouldn't it be nice that I cultivate with no problems whatsoever, always? Wouldn't it be nice that my master is still around, Master YongHua, six-pager, will be around, so that if I have a problem, they will watch over me, and I don't have to worry about all these problems, and all of you will be saved forever. Wouldn't it be nice that all of you are perfect? I mean it. JC.
네, 안녕하세요, 마스터. 저는 이변 박지영이라고 합니다. 몇 주 불칠과 선칠 시작하면서 저를 되게 자주 오게 돼서 마음적으로 되게 좋았는데요. 지난 한 일주일, 열흘 정도는 제가 사정이 생겨서 저를 자주 그 전보다 못 오게 됐는데요. 그래서 장애라는 것에 대해서 생각해 봤습니다. 장애가 제 마음에서 오는 것 말고 그 피치 못할 사정이나 그러니까 저희 이제 선생님께서 갑자기 일이 생겨가지고 제가 대신 출근해야 되는 상황. 그 지금 월요일 날에는 저희 어머님께서 갑자기 아프셔가지고 아침부터 제가 절에 가야지 생각하고 있었는데 갑자기 전화 오셔가지고 병원을 모시고 가야 되는 상황. 그러니까 저의 마음의 의지와 상관없는 일로 저를 못 오게 될 때 그런 장애들을 어떻게 이겨내야 되는지, 그리고 그런 장애들이 한편으로 저에게 왔을 때 이것도 수행의 하나인가라고도 생각해 봤는데 그것들을 어떻게 이겨내고 마음적으로 어떻게 생각해야 되는지 궁금합니다.
Master Ibyan, I've been visiting the temple frequently during Fochi and Chanchi. However, last 7 to 10 days, I wasn't able to visit the temple. It's about obstructions. I understand the obstruction comes from my mind, but there's other obstructions, such as one of the teachers, something happened to her, so I have to replace her. My mom was sick. In the morning, I was planning to come to the temple, and then my mom got really sick, so I had to go to the temple. I had to go to the hospital. So in this kind of obstruction, my question is how to overcome. And then the next question is this part of cultivation? And how to deal with it? Thank you.
Okay, good question. When you cultivate, there will always be obstructions, and that's why it's called cultivation. Cultivation is to learn to deal with obstructions. There are all sorts of obstructions that you need to learn to cope with. Okay, so how to deal with obstructions? Patiently endure them. Do the best to solve them. Create more blessings. Okay, blessings are the best protection against obstructions. Okay, it's like blessings are like having money. It's like having money. If you have money, okay, chances are that you will not go hungry. At times you have to go hungry, okay, but most of the time you won't. You see, so blessings are the best protection against those types of obstructions. But when there are times when the obstructions arrive, you have to learn to endure it. That's called cultivation. Cultivation is to endure difficulties, to endure obstructions. If you think cultivation is smooth sailing, go sailing. That's an American joke. Don't cultivate and expect everything to be no problem, to be fine and perfect. No such a thing. Okay? It's always problems. And this is how you progress a lot quicker. The reason that all of you, one of the major reasons why all of you progress so quickly is because you are able to overcome a lot of your obstructions faster than anyone else. This is why you're here. This is what makes you special, is that you're tough. Yes, you fall. Yes, you fail. Yes, you give up, okay? But never permanently. Okay? In America, we have a saying, okay? When the going gets tough, the tough they go swimming. Something along that line. They're not Americans. They don't care anyway, you know. The actual expression is when the going gets tough, the tough gets going. That's so American. Okay? All right? So that's how it is. You have to learn to bear it. You learn to endure it. Okay? Sometimes you have to patiently endure it. You can't come. That's okay. I can't come today, but I'm going to wait until I can. Okay? I don't give up no matter how difficult it is. All right? And you see, that's don't think that's only for you. Look at the little girl behind you in the corner in gray and with a round sash there. To your left, right there. I can see in the corner of my eyes. This one here has so many obstructions, you know? And they talk her out of it, and then she says, no, okay, I give up. But then she comes back, and, you know, in and out, eventually, okay? When you're tough, you suffer adversities, but you don't quit. And that's cultivation, by the way. It's ugly. It's not supposed to be easy. All right? Yes, 7.
Thank you, Master. I've been looking for the right opportunity. If it's okay, I'd like to share an experience I've had during Chanxi.
Okay.
Thank you. And it's about my father, and to reference your joke, he enjoys sailing.
Oh. Wonderful how great minds meet.
About a week ago, I got a call, and he said, Peter, I'm okay, but I want to let you know that I fell, and I'm in the hospital. I'm in the emergency room, and my dad lives in Florida. He was walking the dog, and it was raining, and on the next to last step down, his feet flew out from under him, and he landed badly, and he got a significant hematoma in his right knee.
What's that?
Nothing broke, but...
What's that? Hematoma is what?
It's like blood swelling in the knee.
It's like this man here who has football paint on his face.
A hematoma of the face.
Same thing, on the knees. Okay.
I don't know if that's the medical term, but sure, okay. But so basically his knee wouldn't bend. He was in a lot of pain. He's on blood thinners. So there's some complications there, but he was okay. And through about 2 days of getting care, he was able to transition, thankfully, to a full-time rehabilitation center where he gets 24/7 care for 7 to 14 days, and 3 to 6 hours of personalized rehabilitation every day to help him get back to a place
Nice.
where they can dismiss him and he can move around his home safely, and continue to rehab for about 6 months. And during this time, I asked him if he wanted me to come. He said no. He has someone there to help him. But it occurred to me how you had told us when we diligently cultivate, over time, things will start to go smoother for you and your family. And I think, it's been 11 years now cultivating under you, and thanks to my wife's support, every chi, we do everything we can to come to every lecture every night. And I just wanted to say thank you to you, Master, to Master Z, Master X, all the Sanghans and all the Hankuk Sarang who traveled so far to come see us and cultivate here to support me with overcoming these obstructions. I am seeing profound blessings and returns. So thank you so much. And thank you for my dad, even though he doesn't know I'm saying thank you for him.
Okay, thank you for sharing with us. You come a long way. I mean, it's like Peter has grown up or something like that, is the analogy. He didn't even remember when he got a job at this big conglomerate, multinational conglomerate. I said, you should go there to receive some training, and you're going to fail miserably. I said it a few times. He didn't believe me. He said, yeah. I went over there, he failed miserably. The point being that we fail. It's normal to fail. When you learn new stuff, you do new stuff, you're going to fail. And what do? We keep at it. Okay? And that's what happens. You fail at work, you fail at relationships, you fail at cultivation, you fail. But it never bothers us. We keep going, we keep learning, keep adjusting, keep improving. That's all that matters. So, you're here today is because you didn't quit. No matter how difficult it was, how impossible it was, you never quit. That's the same common denominator for all of you. All of us. I faced similar problems. I didn't quit. No matter how impossible it looked. Didn't quit. All right. Thank you. Thank you all. Yes, TTT.
Emitofuo Master, I have a question regarding the Huato. Doing Huato, not only in sitting meditation, so it's okay to do Huato like in walking or doing activities like washing dishes or eating, for example. Is that okay if we also practice Huato with that kind of activities?
Yeah, you could. Okay. It's okay. As long as you're at the temple, you should do everything and do the Huato. Very much like Master Xiang Yin. He practiced Huato when he was walking around. And in particular, what really helped him was that he was at the tomb of great Master Hui Zhong, and he was working. He was taking care of it, and I assure you, he was doing Huato while working. That's why I gave you the example. At the temple, at the place where you do the Huato, in our way places, as long as you're there, everything you do, including going to the toilet, okay, working, cooking, kitchen, careful, okay, don't cut your fingers off. Okay, don't burn yourself. You can do Hato. Okay? All right.
Thank you, Master.
And next, JC.
안녕하십니까, 마스터. 아까 말씀하신 것 중에 체가 없는 상태에서 제가자가 설법을 하는 것에 대해서 잠깐 질문드리겠습니다. 그 체가 부재된 상태에서, 즉 만약에 법맥이 없는 상태에서 승가가 아닌 제가자가 계율로부터 자유롭게 부처님 법을 사람들에게 설파하고 승가가 없기 때문에 규학으로만 법을 쌓아서 그렇게 하는 것이 그 체라는 게 이제 그 법맥과 이제 스스로 증험할 수 있는 그 승가라는 시스템, 그 마스터께서 말씀하셨듯이 표준이 되는 그것이 부재됐기 때문에 저도 그렇게 말씀하신 것에 전적으로 동의하는데요. 제 입장, 저는 이제 제가자니까 앞으로 제가 수행을 하면서 교학 공부를 할 때 전에도 말씀하셨듯이 어떤 경전을 읽거나 법문을 읽었을 때 자기 본인의 어떤 자의적인 해석이 굉장히 위험하시다고 하신 것처럼 앞으로 교학 공부를 할 때 어떻게 유의사항을 가져야 될지 궁금합니다. 고맙습니다.
마음가짐을 가지고 경전이나 이런 법을 공부해야 될지 그것에 대해서 질문하시는 것인가요?
예, 비슷합니다. 예, 맞습니다.
Master, this question is when I learn about Buddhism, such as sutra or Dharma talk, what kind of mindset do I need to have as a lay person? Let me go ahead and explain a little bit more. Master, you talked about having no substance and not under the supervisor of Sangha, a lay person freely spreading Buddha's teaching alone and depending on his knowledge. And I agree, that is a violating standard, and I completely agree with what you said. So I'm a lay person, and then my asking is, when I study all these knowledges, such as doctrine studies and everything, what kind of mindset do I need to have going forward? Thank you.
Just study until you're certified to have wisdom. That's next. You cultivate in our little world. When you cultivate, when you reach a proper level, you get certification that you have wisdom. But it doesn't stop there. For example, some of the people who have been certified to have wisdom, they're no longer with us. Okay? But at least they receive certification. That's all. You focus on improving yourself and trying your best to improve yourself. And this our little world, there are plenty of opportunities for you to use your wisdom safely. Once you leave it, boy, are you a target. They will overwhelm you, will confuse you so fast before you even realize it. That's what happened to these people. I observed them. They get overwhelmed so quickly, so easily. It's a pity. I want you to know that don't think that I'm a super. I feel that I believe I'm a Superman or anything. I know I'm limited. I know that I'm getting help. I know I'm getting a lot of protection and help as well. Okay, be humble. We need help. We all need help because at each and every step of the way, there are a lot of obstructions. Until you're certified to be a teacher, you don't know how to handle obstructions. That's the truth. You can't handle it. That's a line, famous line in that movie. You can't handle the truth. The truth is that you can't handle it. Most people, all those I certify have to have wisdom, they can't handle it. It takes a while, folks. Yes, 3. Three, go ahead.
감사합니다. 조금 전에 승호 씨 말씀하신 거에 대해서 제 의견은 그 주변에서 유튜브를 보고 관심이 있어가지고 물어볼 때 저는 제가 직접 얘기하는 것보다는 우리 마스터의 강설 내용이라든가 유튜브에 많이 나오기 때문에 그 부분에 제가 좀 도움이 되겠다 하는 부분을 발송해 준다든가 아니면 우리 발간된 책들을 소개해서 본인이 읽어보도록 하는 그런 방법을 저는 하고 있습니다. 괜찮겠죠?
Thanks for all these important teachings, Master. My opinion about this, let's say the people close to me are interested in your Dharma, let's say about the YouTube. Instead of explaining your Dharma with my own words, my way of helping them is sharing your online contents or share the published books. And this is my way of sharing your Dharma. Is this a good way?
Absolutely. Don't try to explain. You don't have enough wisdom to be able to explain. All you do is make it available and give them encouragement if there's a chance to do that. Otherwise, let them be. Respect them. Don't try to turn them into Buddhists. Don't try to bring them to the temples. Okay? You have to respect their wishes. That's who we are. Okay? If they are Catholics, let them be Catholics. We are totally okay with it. So it's not for everyone. Master YongHua says, he sees everything as Buddhism, and it's true. So why should he have to worry about converting people and labeling them as Buddhists or non-Buddhists and so forth? It doesn't matter. Okay? What remains, folks, after all this, is one constant. This deep respect in our heart for you. We respect you for who you are. We're respectful for what you wish to do and to be. That's very profound in us. Our jobs in Buddhism is to help you get what you want. That's the main thing. We add more and more things, make more things available to make it easier for you to get what you want. Out of the respect for you. We don't look at you as a recruit for Buddhism, a recruit for the Sangha. Can't care less. Okay? Buddhism, to me, is develop the wisdom and the skills and the strength to help you get what you want. Not what I want. What I want doesn't matter. I want a red car. Isn't that clear? I keep on telling you, but no one gets it. My very simple dreams, I just want a red car. I don't care for all this. Okay? That's all I want. So this is our culture, in our way of life, is to make a difference in others, help others get what they want. And hopefully when they see us, they want a big deal, the big thing. Okay, the red cars and Buddhahood as well. Okay? There's nothing wrong with driving a red car and then become a Buddha. Okay? Don't try so hard. I don't want to, you to say that we're better or we're different. We're all the same. We're all in the same mess. Democrats, Republicans, Nazis, these crazy people. We're all in the same boat. Okay? We're all in the same boat. If one guy goes crazy and detonate this vest of explosive, we all die together. Okay? We all in it together. All of us. Try our best. Okay? Yes, sir, 7.
Thank you, Master. At least once a year at the Chanji, I do like to check in because I know in the Pure Land you mentioned you would want to have red shoes. You didn't mention a brand, but so here in the Saha world, I just want to check in the latest. I believe it was a Italian car. I just want to get more specific. I know we talked about the Ford GT40, that was not acceptable. So is Lotus, Ferrari, Lamborghini preference?
Now we talk about cars. Give me a minute. It's my favorite topic. Okay, as far as car goes, I like cars with emblems that has a horse. Okay, number 1. Number 2, okay, for those cars, when you press on the gas pedal, the sound has to be perfect.
Like a
okay,
a throaty sound.
Okay, I've been thinking about this for a long, long time. Let me tell you, I'm too old. Okay? Why am I doing this? I ask myself every day, why am I doing this? Let me tell you, I finally understood. I'm finally reconciled with my real self, my true nature. I like red cars. Because it's fun, folks. Because if we do this, and this is where I differ from my Chinese heritage and Vietnamese heritage. The purists, they suffer. Okay, we suffer. We cultivate, we suffer. I don't believe that. I suffer a little, but I need to have more fun in return for suffering. So, okay? Thank you for asking.
It's the year of the horse, Master. It's the best year
Yes.
for an Italian sports car that's red with a horse emblem.
Yeah, black horse. Yes, go first. Thank you. It makes me feel so much better now.
Master, my earlier question, I wasn't trying to complaining. I was just trying to ask if I should do anything other than enduring.
What happens when there is a sunny day? Let me think about it. I should feel guilty. I don't deserve to have a sunny day. What happens when it rains? Okay, let me think about it. Okay. Anyone else? How do you go from vroom, vroom to weather? Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyone else? This is, to me, I know it sounds fun to you, but I want you to know that this is a beautiful manifestation of what a great assembly is like. We have different people, different interests, different levels, and I feel this is the best way to cultivate. I would not trade this for anything except for a red car. Okay? It's so cool because don't think that you don't matter. Each and every one of us is speaking Dharma to me. The Dharma is so rich, so colorful. Okay? And my best color now at the end of my life is red. Okay, thank you. We are, I don't know, this is some sort of joke in Chinese. I have no idea what he's talking about. Leng. I don't know, is there this leng, does it mean days or something? Fa leng, okay. How long does one days for? Days for half a year, okay. Learn Sharangamaj for you, able to recite from memory for at very least, it takes half a year. No, it don't take half a year. He says in his disciples, they only took them 1 month. Impressive. Took me 5 weeks. Okay, a little bit more than 5 weeks. Very impressive 1 month here. Master Shika has a lot of good disciples. I wonder what happened to them. Seriously, I haven't seen any of them do anything. Interesting. Yeah. Being able to memorize this 1 month, that is really impressive. 5 divisions, that mantra, the 5 sections there. Okay, I don't even remember all these names. And the most wondrous, and nothing surpasses it, okay, it's wonderful that, you see, isn't it fantastic that we received this gift from great Master YongHua. He taught us the Shrangama mantra and all these dharmas that we are using. We are using it in our cultivation. Okay, and that's the next section. Any questions and comments? That's 7.
Thank you, Master. We have a question from our YouTube audience. And before I ask it, I would like to express my sincere gratitude to everyone who is joining us on our many YouTube channels this evening. I'd also like to thank our many translators who put in tireless effort to translate your Dharma in real time. It's just profound.
Yes, thank you, thank you.
Question is from Jack Wu. Jack Wu asks, Emitofuo Master, I would like to ask a question about my maternal step-grandfather's rebirth. His name was Zheng Qiqing. He passed away more than 15 years ago. Before he passed, he was generally healthy, but he developed a stomach problem and was hospitalized on life support. Before the suffering was severe, he asked to be removed from life support and then passed away. After his passing, my aunt said she saw a sign in the sky, either a lotus or an appearance of Guanyin. I am not clear on the details. I was also told that my step-grandfather recited Emitofuo for many decades. Based on these circumstances, may I ask, was he reborn in the Pure Land?
No.
Thank you, Master.
No, he wasn't. Okay, anyone else? Yes, in the back.
Master Lily has a question. I would like to ask, there is, can I please speak Vietnamese? It's quite, I'm not clear on this.
Okay.
Niệm câu Phật hay câu thiền thoại đầu có khác biệt nhau không, thưa thầy?
Okay. So the question is, when you recite the Buddha's name, or when you do the Huatou, who's reciting the Buddha's name? What's the difference? I asked that question to myself when I was doing the Pure Land. When you practice Pure Land Dharma door, when you're taught, most of us should be reciting the Buddha's name. And Master Shah further says, when you recite the Buddha's name, the lotus days there, okay, it keeps on growing bigger and bigger and bigger. If you stop, it shrinks and shrivels. Okay? And so it scared me. I said, I don't recite that often, but if I recite, and now I recite the Buddha's name, and I switch to doing the Huatou, who's reciting Buddha's name, does it mean I stop reciting the Buddha's name and do the Huatou? What's going to happen to my lotus days? Okay? That's what bothered me for a long time too. Because it's a real good question. I'm glad you all have can ask these questions. Feel free to ask any questions, to share your questions, your doubts with us. Okay, we will try to straighten them out for you. Okay, what's the difference? It's two totally different Dharma doors. One Dharma door is to recite the Buddha's name, so you recite the Buddha's name. That's it. And the objective of reciting Buddha's name, the primary objective, is to be reborn to the Western Bliss Pure Land. That's why you're doing this. Whereas when you do the Huatou, and you happen to choose for topic of investigation, who's reciting the Buddha's name, it's not the same as reciting Buddha's name. It's totally different because the objective is different. You practice Huatou, it's in order for you to become enlightened this lifetime. You recite Buddha's name so that you'll be able to go to the Buddha land, the Western Bliss Pure Land, at the end of this life. That's our preference. Okay, I practice the Pure Land Dharma door because I want to go there at the end of my life. Okay, and that's my goal. Okay, and so to me, it's clearly it's different goals, different directions. Okay, to simplify it for you. Initially, this is how you should understand, especially for the person who asked the question. Okay, so you recite Buddha's name to find a way to be reborn to the Western Bliss Pure Land. However, when you do the Huatou, it's for you to learn. It's a Chan practice that will help you become enlightened this lifetime. If it doesn't, it will help you plant the seeds for you to become enlightened later. Okay? That's all. So you should, the way you do it is to practice single-mindedly. Since right now it's a Chanchi, okay? And if you wish to do the Huatou, like I suggested to all of you, you should give it a try. And the reason I asked you to try is because I want to share with you what happened to me. I practiced Huatou wrong for a long time, for some times, because the instructions were wrong. To me, it's wrong for me, definitely. And that's why I've tried to give you better instructions, and it seems to be helpful to many of you. You didn't have that many questions, okay? You know exactly what to do. It's very clear, very simple, okay? And it saves a lot of people a lot of grief in the future. So by this opportunity here for us this time around is good for you and good for a lot of people who listen and who in the future who will listen to this and they're curious about how to practice. You will listen to our instructions and say, okay, I'm going to try it this way. And they will go a lot further, a lot faster otherwise. So you see, we do this to benefit ourselves as well as benefit others. All right? So it's a good thing for you to try. You should be open-minded. Try it, okay? Aren't you curious? These powerful Dharma doors have been transmitted to us because supposedly they're good for us, okay? If they took the time to transmit to us, let's show our gratitude by practicing. Give it our all, that's all. It's not about success and failure. Just about give it a shot. Give it everything you have. That's all. Okay? That's simple. And then, on the other hand, there's some people who say, oh, I don't like this. I'm primarily interested in going to the Pure Land. By all means, you can simply recite the Buddha's name too during his Chanchi. And that's Chan as well, by the way. If you recite Buddha's name, it's also Chan to me. I assure you, it's Chan. When you recite Buddha's name, it's one very powerful Chan Dharma door. I assure you. You won't be sorry. You just recite Buddha's name Dharma door here, probably to me, again, I say it to you for the sake of completeness. The reciting the Buddha's name is much more advanced than the Huatou, from my perspective. But in the Mahayana world, we practice various Dharma doors, okay? For fun. Don't be so boring. I only want to recite Buddha's name. My gosh. If you're that narrow-minded, okay, you're so boring. Vroom, vroom. Okay? Have a little bit of fun, guys. Give it a shot. Give it a try. Okay? I want to ask you to do it for a week or two, maybe 3, and that's it. Just to have a flavor of it. Maybe 1 or 2 days, that's fine too. Okay? All right, everyone. Any other questions? Okay, then we stop here tonight. Thank you, everyone. Next time, we begin with slide number 11. It says, nothing surpasses it. Really, this Ranga mantra is the most powerful, okay? And it's so cool that we are able to learn it and practice it, okay? Keep it up. Good job. You're doing well.